Yo, oh my God, you're an uncle. Yes, I am an uncle, Charlotte, but I'm not the best uncle. That's the problem. It's not a problem, actually. It's a The shirt is ironic though. The shirt is for irony. How are you doing, Charlotte? Good to see you. This is gonna be a really good stream. I prepared for it. I have notes. It's gonna be a really good stream, Charlotte. Thanks for being early. Sorry for being late. Hope you're doing good. Thank you for the thumbs up too. Wow. You're awesome, Charlotte. Yes, I have the best niece and nephew though in the world. I do have the best niece and nephew. I would share their pictures, but I don't know what they want shared or what they don't want shared publicly. But they're both adorable and cute. I'm just gonna let people file in. Let me get Rumble fired up. Let's see. Hope you guys are having an amazing weekend. All right. Microphone. Test, test, test. All right, we're good there. Camera. Let's see if I sit here. Will I be centered? Yeah, let me set it right here, right there. That's good. That's good. This can be closed. This can open. Oh, wait, no, we didn't have live on the Rumble. Oh, music needs to go off. Sorry. Music. TV remote. Surely the TV remote is around here somewhere, right? I just turned the TV on. I see it. 1 second. Wait. This. It's gonna be a great stream. Oh dang! I still didn't hit live on Rumble. Did I? Shoot. Oops, Rumble. And we're live on Rumble and YouTube, obviously. YouTube, how are you doing? There's 30 of you in here. Thank you so much. How are you guys doing? We're going to have an amazing stream. We're going to talk about vices. We're going to talk about my vice. And if anybody wants to share your vice, you can share your vice. How are you doing, Madison? Thank you for being here. Rumble, how are you guys doing? It's May 20. It's not May 20, nothing. It's May 16th. Hope you guys are doing amazing. Hope you're having a great weekend. We're going to talk about vices. I have a lot of notes. I'm gonna share my vice, and I want to hear from some of you guys. Anybody who wants to share their vice, and yeah, I'm just gonna give it like another 3 minutes for people to file in. Some of the regulars, because I know they're gonna be here. Yeah. Also, my niece and nephew might show up. If niece and nephew, if you're here, type in the chat. RPM, let me fix you. RPM is here. Yay! I'm gonna fix you back. I got you. You know, you haven't been around. I know like what was going on with you, you know. I fixed it. My birthday is on December 30th. Yay, 2016. That is awesome. Happy early birthday. December 30th. That is a special day. It is one day before New Year's Day, huh? Are you excited to hear about my vice? Well, you already know RPM, so that's kind of cheating. Not cheating, but yeah, you already know what my vice is. But I'm gonna give solutions on how to stop. You're a 9. Okay, Madison. So yeah. That's cool. Maybe this is not for you, Madison. This is probably not gonna be a good live for you. We're gonna talk about things that people do that like are not. Do you love Egypt? I love Egypt. Oh my God, are you from Egypt? If you're from Egypt, you're gonna be my 21st moderator from my 21st country. Dude, tell me you're from Egypt. Just tell me you're from Egypt. Just tell me you're from Egypt. That's all that matters right now. Are you from Egypt? If you're from Egypt, you're going to be a moderator. You're going to be my 21st moderator. You don't need to do any moderating. Yes, sir. Yes. Oh my God. Yes. Yes. Dude, Gamers Games, you are my 21st moderator. Wait, no, you're like my fifth. Australia, I already have Australia. Slow down, Madison. Slow your roll, Madison. By peninsula. Whoa, whoa, whoa. What do you mean by peninsula? Is it in Egypt? Because I got a list. And hold on, Madison. I already have Australia. I might be able to work with Australia, but you hold on, Australia. Let me show you something, all right? Mr. By Peninsula from Egypt. I have moderators in 20 different countries. 20 different countries, sir. I have multiple moderators in India. I have Vivacar. I have all these guys that. Do you want to know all my moderators? Peninsula borders Israel. It's in Egypt. I think I might have somebody in Israel. Let me see. I do. I have YouTube Ninja in Israel. Georgia, I have Georgia, but you can be his partner if you can talk, Andrew, and if you can form sentences. Can you say words that make sentences? Then you can be a moderator. But I have in Georgia, I have ex-villager. Look, I'm not playing. Y'all think I'm playing? I'm not playing. I got somebody in Georgia. I got ex-villager. He's holding Georgia down for me. All right. Now, Israel, I got Israel. Somebody, you now, are you, tell me, are you in Egypt, Mr. Egypt man, or are you in Israel? Since you are in a peninsula, add me, please. I can be sidekick for him. Okay, fine, Andrew. Are you going to be a good mod? You don't have to moderate anything except only if somebody's being mean to you. You are in Egypt. You are a mod. Both of you guys. Congratulations. Wow, 3 of you have been promoted today. I am so proud of 3 of you. Now I have to write it down because this is important. Oh my God, I am so excited. 21 different countries. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Everybody slow down. Andrew, you said you're from where? I need accuracy. Do you know who is? I'm not worried about King of Kings right now. I'm worried about my moderators. If you need some moderating done, you tell me. Where are you from, Andrew? Let me just scroll. Yeah, I'll slow down. Egypt, gamers with 2S, games is in Egypt. Dude, you are my first Egyptian, I think. Let's see. Yeah, yeah, no, Egypt. Yes, Egypt, Egypt. Caro, 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 caro. All right, gamers, gamers, games is in Egypt. Let's go. That's 21 countries, guys. 21. And then who's the other guy that's going to be the sidekick of my other friend? Whose sidekick are you going to be? Georgie. Okay, Andrew. So Andrew, your partner, I need you to remember this, okay? You sub. Thank you for subbing. That means a lot. I appreciate you. Jesus Christ, I love you. Yes. All right. Your partner in Georgia is going to be ex-villager, okay? So if I need some moderating done in Georgia, I'm gonna call you or an ex-villager, and I depend on you guys with everything, my life. How come you can't see my shirt? There you go. Because my shirt is the kind of part of the show. Because technically, I am not the best uncle ever. I'll be honest. I am not the best uncle ever. But it's a great shirt. I love my shirt. I got it for my birthday. It is backwards. You are backwards. I know. It's not backwards. Hold on. It's not backwards. Don't tell me my shirt is backwards. What's wrong with you, sir? The camera is backwards. You silly sir. Now, is it backwards? Is it backwards now? Huh? Huh? Is it backwards? If it's still backwards, it will probably sound really dumb right now. But is it backwards? All right. Was it backwards? Well, it wasn't backwards now. See? Come on now, Andrew. Wait, you're not mod yet. Oh, yeah, you are. See? Come on, Andrew. Why would it be backwards? Do I look like a backwards wearing type person? Do you think I'll wear a shirt backwards? What do I look like, man? I mean, I know my YouTube is not the greatest channel ever, and the content could be a lot better. Lisa, how's it going? Luis Martinez, what's up, buddy? I mean, maybe. Andrew, we're gonna agree to disagree. Let me change my little tripod really quick because this one I feel like is too high. It doesn't show my shirt right without me having to. The hell do you unscrew this dumb thing? Right, okay. Oh, oh, oh my goodness. Where did you go? I know where you are, but hold on. Hold on a second. I am so sorry. I apologize, guys. 1 second. I'll show you what I'm doing. I'm fixing this. I am prepared. I have a bunch of notes. I have like 13 pages of notes, yo. Seriously, RPM. You hear me? Um, like 13 pages of notes, yo. All right. How the heck do you screw this thing in? Guys, cursing is bad. Don't curse. Like I just did. All right. Something is malfunctioning. Why isn't it screwing in now? Stand. All right. We're going back to the old one. What in the world? Why is it not screwing in now? This one screws in. Okay, let's pull the thing down a little bit. All right. Surely this will screw in, right? There it goes. Wow. Wa boom, wa bang. We're good to go. Yo, you're gonna be proud of me, RPM. You're gonna be proud of me. Look, I'll just give you since I'm not gonna be sharing the notes like on the YouTube live. Let me scroll through them really quick. And it's not just copy and pasted notes from Chat GPT. It's like I actually went and edited them all. So look, boom. And see how it's tabbed and stuff? I literally edited everything all the way down to every last page. Exactly what I want to talk about. Look, boom, 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 boom. Like changed to how I wanted it. Yeah, I'm prepared, yo. Look, see? Boom. All right, let's go. Yeah, I figured I might as well. It's Saturday. I might as well, do a good stream, do a quality one. Bye, Andrew. See you, Andrew. Thanks for holding down. What are you holding down? I forgot to write him down. Oh no. Oh yeah, he's in Georgia. He's in Georgia. Andrew's in Georgia. Let me write down Georgia really quick for or Andrew. Andrew Q9 was in Georgia with ex-villager. Andrew. Yo, 21 countries. Andrew Q9. RPM. Your favorite rapper does not have mods in 21 countries. All right. But I have mods in 21 countries. And just so you guys know, it's not in my head, it's on paper. Every single mod in every single country. All right. This is worth a lot of money. 1 second, let me grab water. So we go. All right. All right. All right. Water, water, water. Oh, so there should be somebody here that I was supposed to make mod, but they haven't chatted yet. Why is that? Are they not here? I know you're probably here and you're being shy, but you can chat. Just say, drop the number 3, and I'll act like I don't know it was you, but I'll make you mod. How did you do that so quickly? It looks amazing, but what's the story behind it? Sir, what is your question? How did I do what so quickly? How I made, how I put together this presentation? I'm confused by your question. All right. Oh, you're talking about the notes. How did I do that? Oh, it just took time. How did you do that so quickly? Like the notes you're talking about? Sir, it just took time. Presentation, it just took time. I sat here and I researched stuff. Yeah, so I sat here, I researched stuff. I used ChatGPT. Oh no, I was muted to Rumble. I'm so sorry, Rumble. I don't know how long I've been muted. I know I wasn't muted at the start. It's May 16th. It's Saturday. I still love you. Sorry for having you mute, but we're back. The notes, I just sat here and did research. Hey, Alondra. Alondra, what's up? What's up, homie? How are you doing? Good to see you. Oh, Alondra is my friend that I just met. Alondra is awesome. But yeah, you're actually that's funny. I was thinking my niece and nephew, but you too. I made you mod. You're mod too, Alondra. Yeah. All right, let's see. So yeah, I'm talking about vices today. And everybody has a vice. I don't care what you say, I don't care what your vice is. everybody has a vice. Some vices you could say what they're better than others, but in reality, like, are they? I mean, if it's a vice, it has a specific definition, and it probably does have some good to it and has some positives, but they're far outweighed by the negatives. Um, why am I so loud? Am I loud, RPM? Alondra, RPM is my friend from Atlanta, and RPM, Alondra is the girl I was telling you about from yesterday that I met. RPM is really cool. She's my buddy. Well, she's cool when she's not being mean to me. Or let me rephrase it: when I'm not being mean to her, and then she's being mean to me again, being in retaliation. So, but why do people develop vices? I wonder. You know. Oh, it's funny, huh? I'm not loud. Thank you, gamers. I think Madison or whoever is messing with me. Um, if I was loud, it would be on this thing on Rumble before it would be on YouTube because the phone's so far away. But why do people develop vices? I think part of the reason is because they're so powerful. You know what I mean? And I just realized like the way I wrote it, I put why humans develop vices. But yeah, it doesn't matter. They develop them because they're powerful. So there's anything like something good, anything that's gonna be that powerful though is gonna have some type of good in it, right? Like otherwise, if it had no good, if it had no positivity to it, it wouldn't draw you to it. You know what I mean? It wouldn't be a vice. If it was all bad, it wouldn't, you wouldn't be doing it. However, the good is so little, it's so tiny compared to the amount of bad, so big, a lot of bad, a little bit of good. So it just doesn't make sense to continue it. Now, if that's not the case, as far as good to bad, then maybe it's not a vice. So, um, you know, it doesn't matter. We all have vices. The most important thing though about them is how do you actually stop them? And I'm gonna tell you about that too. Like, how do you actually stop these vices? Whether it's, and we'll talk about different vices. So, a vice is usually, why do we do these vices? It's usually temporary relief, right? It gives you stimulation or stimulation. So, drugs, for example, drugs will give you temporary relief, or stimulation or escape. Now betting, um, yeah, smoking, it's stress control. People say smoking nicotine controls their stress. Well, what happens is you get addicted to nicotine, and then when you don't have it, you're you're stressing because you don't have nicotine. So the reason you're stressing is not because, oh, you need nicotine to not be de-stressed, is because you got addicted to nicotine, and now your body may want the nicotine. And that's another very important and very big differentiating factor is dependent and want and need. That's huge, yo. People get want and need confused, and because of that, they end up never beating their vices. So if you don't get the difference in something being a want and something being a need, like if you think, oh, it's all the same thing, then you're gonna have a hard time, at least, right? You're gonna have a hard time stopping your vice. And then another thing, it's mental anesthesia. This is part of the reason for me. Now, once I tell you what my vices are, which is right now we're gonna talk about vices, um, you'll know there's other reasons for it. But anyways, what are some vices, right? Alcohol, nicotine, drugs, porn, doom scrolling. Yo, doom scrolling. How many people doom scroll? Everybody here, probably, me included. I'm not, look, I'm not talking about, like, just to be clear, this stream is not me beating anybody up. This is me holding myself accountable because I feel like if I talk about it publicly, it will help me, you know, I don't need anybody to hold me accountable, but knowing that other people know, and might ask me like, "Hey, have you been gambling?" will help me stop for sure. But also me being injured and not, we'll get to it. So, it's validation addiction, right? Some vices are toxic relationships. Some people's vice is literally a toxic relationship. Shit, that might be one of my vices. I don't know. Actually, it's not because I don't want that at all. And it wasn't really toxic. Now that I think about it, it was just little issues. So I'm driven. Spending money, some vices, and that's close to mine. And then attention addiction. And attention addiction is shit. You can say that, and somebody could make accusation that, oh, I'm attention seeking, or addiction. Like for me, this attention, or for anybody that's on social media or on YouTube, it's because they have an attention addiction. The truth is, people are on here for different reasons. So some people are on here for that. For me, it's a way to journal my life. It's a way for me to hold myself accountable. It's a way for me to also have a place like a public square. And I stole that word and that phrasing from Owen Benjamin. He calls it a public square, that the internet, as far as the internet. And I feel like it's given me a place. Hey, Alicia wants to change the president, not Trump again. What are you talking about? America is not. No, it's not. It's really chaotic. It's fun. War and war. What, Alicia? Is that what came to your mind? Really? Trump runs your life? So you wake up in the morning and Trump makes you brush your teeth? That idiot in office makes you brush your teeth? Every politician is an idiot, by the way, just so you know. I don't think another politician is good. I think they're all idiots. You must also think this is strange, right? Why does Israel always involve? Are you trying? What? When they go, are they? Are you asking? You're asking really dumb questions, Alicia. What do you think? That's a really dumb question that you're asking. What do you think, though? And you got me off topic. There is shit. RPM. I, I I miss you, RPM. Where have you been? And where is Christopher Wilkins? It's not the right time. He comes on during afternoon. Or Richard Wilkins. I called him Christopher. Just kidding, Richard. If you was just later. Um, what was I asking, RPM? This freaking person got. Oh yeah, have I shared my addiction? What my addiction is, or what my vice is? Good morning, scientist. I saw your video about the major discovery. And look, anybody that's looking up at the numbers on YouTube, I just want you guys to know YouTube is a liar. I've seen multiple people chatting in here, and it told me there's 0 people in here. So there is 100% not 1% in here. But good morning. Hello. How are you? I am on the way. I'm going. Please try to unite. I'm going. Okay. Bye. Bye. Coming back very soon. Scientist, we're going to watch your video, scientist. We're going to watch your video. I seen it. You said major breakthrough, you said on the channel. I saw it, dude. And I got notifications. I think I followed you with notifications on. I literally get your notifications. Yes. Look at this. I'm going to show you guys. I'm not bullshitting. Scientist. I don't know if you're stalking my page or what's going on, scientists, but I get notifications when you're posting stuff. Oh, hello, how are you? But look, even when you posted something 23 hours ago, uploaded a video. All right, let's watch it, scientist. All right, I'm not gonna hold the phone because you're gonna be watching this. Not really. This is what you'll be watching, but still. Fix it. Scientist, we're gonna watch it, my friend. Okay, thanks. Your advice. Bye bye. I give you advice. Bye bye. Scientist is my moderator from India, my friends. He moderates out of India with Divakar and Punjabi. All right, let's see the device, sir. Sorry, I'm distracted, but scientist for you. Only for you, scientist. Listen, scientist. I want you to know something, scientist. I have my own topic. I have dry stuff around my lips. Listen, I have my own topic, scientist. Okay. Today, I'm talking about my topic. You come in here and I watch your video because I care about you. Okay, scientist? Do you see my eyes? Okay, okay. Okay, okay. I watch your video now. Let's see what your breakthrough is, scientist. I love you. Bye bye. 1 second. No, I know go nowhere. You go somewhere. Wait, 1 second. All right. Let's see, scientist. हम सब देखेंगे. Huh? Yeah. What'd you say? हेलो दोस्त. Hello, dosto. चलेगा वो एक दिन. हम सब देखेंगे. What? ये बात सही है. You what? हेलो दोस्त. चलेगा वो एक दिन. हम सब देखेंगे. You're subdicking? What is that, sir? Oh my God. What was that? That's a breakthrough? You love me? Oh my God. Sir, this is not the type of love I was talking about. No, no. I thought we were friends. No, scientists. No, no, no. Big misunderstanding, scientists. Big, big misunderstanding, my friend. Oh my goodness. I thought with the internet and videos, it'd be easier because they can see your tonality, they can see your expressions, they see that you tell everybody you love them. Now you got an Indian telling you they want to sub Dicky. What's going on, bro? What's up? What do you mean you love me? Talk to me. Shut up, Alicia. Hey, RPM, just time her out. It's not that it's getting to me, it's just annoying. Like, I don't. No, actually, let her talk. Let her talk. No, actually, time her out because that's probably hurting the It's probably hurting my algorithm because they see that shit in here. Time her ass out, RPM. You know who? Scientists, talk to me. What the hell is going on, bro? What the hell is going on, bro? What in the hell is going on? I'm gonna need an answer. No, baby, I love you. No, baby, you're here. I know you're here, bro. You got me uncomfortable. Not wanting to talk about my topic. What is going on, bro? Yo, I wish I could see who was in here. I'm gonna keep going, scientists. I know you're in here. I know you're in here. I know you're watching me. I know it, scientist. Yo, Richard, what's up, my boy? How are you doing, buddy? You're up. I thought it's past your bedtime, bro. You ain't sleeping yet? You see all videos. No, bro. Richard Wilkins. No, I have seen all videos, but the first video I watched, you talking about Subdiki. What's Subdiki? What is Subdiki? Explain to me what Subdiki is so I can know. Huh? Let me see if I can translate it. You just wait right there, scientist. I know you have a major breakthrough. I know this is revolutionary. Look, guys, I want everybody else that's not in on it. Scientist came in here about a week ago. He told me he has breakthrough world revolutionary technology. He's a scientist from India. He's trying to share some of it, but I got some mm, yeah. We're working on the case now. Let me see if I can change the translation. I can't change the translation. Look, the translation doesn't change. Subdiki only. I only get Subdiki. There's no translation thing. Where yeah, it's a short. दोस्तों चलेगा वो एक दिन Jalega wake day. हम सब देखेंगे. हम सब देखेंगे. Bro, what are you talking about? You're doing what? You're some dicking? This is my answer. I'm aware of the scientist lore. Oh, Richard. I'm talking to the other. It was like 15. Bro, the numbers be tripping. I know there's multiple people in here, and it'll be like 0. And there's like 5 people talking. All right. Wild Child, how are you doing? I know for a fact. Like, so yeah, those numbers are bullshit. Wild Child, how are you doing? Good to see you. You're the best. Thank you so much for everything. You know what I'm talking about. I appreciate you. I really appreciate that. I'm aware of the scientist lore. Yeah. Scientist, are you still here, bro? You are still here. This is my answer. What is your answer? It said Sabdiki. What is that? Does anybody speak Indian in here except scientist? Anybody? Oh, I forgot. Scientist. I forgot. I have to speak slower to you for you to understand the words that are exiting my mouth cavity. Now, can you tell me what is subdicky and why would I want to do it? All right. So vices. My vice is gambling, guys. All right, it is what it is, and it's the worst type of gambling. Okay. Do you know what my vice is? I have a problem shooting fish. Uh, and you know it, wild child. The way I see it is like when I see somebody do that, I try to do three 3x. You know what I mean? In return. So I appreciate it's a symbiotic relationship. I appreciate you too. So yeah, Sub Dicky, bro. I don't know what is going on with you. I don't know what your breakthrough is. You can't even explain what the hell you discovered, bro. How am I supposed to understand what you discovered, scientist? And then you tell me you love me. I didn't know it was this type of love. I thought it was we were friends type of love, not a Sub Dicky. So how much was it? Oh, sorry. Out of context, shooting fish sounds weird. Well, look, the vice itself really doesn't matter, all right? Because the vice, it's not the root problem, it's the symptom. So I do have a problem shooting fish. All right. So what is my vice? It's shooting fish. All right. And I'm having trouble shooting fish. All right. So one day I'll destroy. Okay. Oh, what do you mean all day I'll destroy? Are you building a bomb, scientist? What is going on, scientist? This man just said one day I'll destroy. Okay. No, okay. No, okay. I'll destroy. No, okay. No, okay, scientist. No, okay. I called the FBI on you. What's going on, Subdicky? And what is your real name? Mr. Singh? God. I know. What about God? Me and God talk on a regular basis. Me and him are like this. No bullshit. So, all right. Scientist, man, you're really riding the fence, the lightning here. I love it. You know, you're really doing something. Are you a Hindu nationalist? Demolition is easy. Anybody can do that. That's exactly right. Scientists, what you're doing is easy. Destroy. All destroy. Okay. Yeah, okay. Anybody can destroy. It's easy. Can you create? That's what I want to know. Wild child, thank you. You're the best. I knew you were here for a reason. I stole that line too. Somebody told me that before. But no, that is true. God destroy one day. No, God destroy one day. How do you know God destroy one day? Humans destroy one day before God destroy one day. I bet. I bet humans destroy before God destroy, because we're dumb, because we gamble and do other dumb things. We're also amazing though. Don't misunderstand me. Anybody remember like that show Destroy, Build, Destroy on Cartoon Network back in the day? Not me personally. I remember Tom and Jerry. We didn't have Destroy, Build, Destroy in Ukraine, Soviet Union. We only had 3 channels, Richard, and we didn't have cartoons every day. We had cartoons on Saturday morning, and they came on for like 2 hours. Yeah, I know it was only till I was 7, and I know like most of my childhood was in America with plenty of cartoons, but I was trying to give you a sob story. Anybody? All right, back to my vices. Why humans develop vices? Dopamine. That's not the only reason, but dopamine is anticipation. And for me personally, all right, gambling, it's anticipation, It's this. All right, Richard. Destroy, build, destroy was cool. They basically let a bunch of kids blow something up, pick parts from the rubble, and build something new from them. That was so scripted. Ain't no way that was real. They didn't just blow something up and be like, "Yo, go to that trash pile." They planted stuff. They go, "Here's a wheel, here's a bearing, and we're gonna put it in the pile of trash, and then you just go get the bearing and the wheel, and then you put it on the pole." Surely, right? But it sounds cool. I mean, all right, I'm being a hater. That sounds amazing, Richard. That sounds like a great show that you watched. Sounds like a lovely life childhood that you had. Amazing. I'm gonna have to watch Destroy, Build, Destroy later. Sorry for being negative about it. I think it's a great show. Oh well, of course, lol. They would fill a bus full of stuff, and they had a team of expert builders on site. But it was neat for the kids, I'm sure. I know. I'm just being an asshole. Um, my natural state of affairs. Dopamine. Blah, blah, blah. Gambling is especially dangerous though for me. Because it creates like uncertainty. A bunch of near misses, intermittent and rewarding. The brain becomes obsessed with, oh, maybe, almost, next one, and it's just crazy. I'm lucky. I will say this. Look, before I go on, I will say this, and people ask all the time. I'm just gonna be honest. While it's live on stream. They're like, "Where do you work? How do you?" And then like, "How the fuck do you gamble?" I'm blessed enough. All right, I'm blessed enough. I'm grateful enough. I'm blessed enough to have backup money. From before. But if I didn't have backup money, I'll be all the way, all the way. FUCKED, just so you guys know. But yeah, RPM is very chill. Richard Wilkins, she is awesome. Well, she's not very chill if you're me. Well, no, she's not very chill if you're me and I'm being an asshole. Then she's not very chill. Scientist, bro, just say what you want us to know. Clearly, nobody here speaks your language. He said some dicky, bro. You want to know what he says? I'll show you what he says, bro. You did it. You acting like you didn't hear what he said. He said it loud and clear, buddy. I got you, Richard. Hold on. Hamo dosto. चलेगा वो एक दिन. Jaleged wig. I'm gonna tell you what he's gonna say next. Sub dicky. हम सब देखें. Some dicking. Sorry. Some dicking. Any more questions from the scientist? I've been talking about you when you're not here. Yeah, I talk about everybody when they're not here, but I don't say bad things about people when they're not here because then they're not here to defend themselves. Yeah, heard a lot of great things about you. Oh, wow. You guys sure have far more questions than answers after that. Whoa, you guys are getting along real great. No, Richard, RPM. Okay, Richard, RPM was here every day. She started like from day one, and she got mad because I was an asshole, like I usually am. Didn't you guys meet? I could have sworn you guys, like you made, I made a moderator before she left. But all right, you guys talk amongst yourselves while I talk about my gambling. Bottom line is gambling. And look, gambling right now, it's getting pushed hard, yo. Gambling is being pushed on Kick, on by every damn by on Rumble, by every single person. And I can't say that in the future. Actually, I can. I don't think I'll ever. I don't know how tempting they are. I'm not gonna say never, never. But damn, I should not do in the future. Should not, if it's a possibility, should ever not do gambling from commercials, or you know what I mean, or any business with companies. This is my first time seeing RPM in chat. Are you talking about gambling in general, or you're gambling? No, dude, I shoot fish, Richard. I shoot fish. Okay, and I need to. So look, what gambling sell? You know what's funny? How much was it? All right. How much? So gambling is basically like the activity, my former profession in the activity. Um, it's the unpredictability and the possibility of winning is actually more addicting than winning itself, which is crazy. It makes no sense. It's not really a gamble. It's always in their favor. Wow. That's awesome. That's strong. I need to write it down so I can remember that. Just type it out. It's not even a gamble. It's always in their favor. It's so true. It's so true. But a lot of people are doing sports betting. And what was that? This, what do you mean? What was that? No, it's true. You're so right. It makes perfect sense. A drug addict is never chasing the same high. They're always chasing the next high, the higher the high. Yeah, or relief. That's not true though. That's what you read about. That's what you read about, Richard. I think a lot of them initially. So look, initially, what happens is your vice allows you to escape, right? So what you're talking about is the initial high and like why people start doing drugs. You're exactly right, actually, on that. You're exactly right. But what ends up happening is they end up being controlled by that vice, and they end up being controlled by that substance, and then they're doing it for literally fake relief, like temporary relief. It's like just to go on a little longer. That's how it works. Your vice allows you to escape until it gets a hold of you, and then you can't escape. You know what I mean? People don't chase pleasure; they chase relief. Your vice will make you think it relieves stress, loneliness, boredom, insecurity, depression, lack of purpose. But most addictions, they're really just pain management systems, yo. Gambling included. Gambling on sports. Same shit. It's something to preoccupy your mind to not deal with the pain that you're dealing with. So I don't disagree with you, Richard. I don't think that that's I think that's how it starts. I don't think that's how it ends. You know? Same thing with an alcoholic. They're an alcoholic a lot of times, like a real alcoholic that's daily, like 24/7 drinking. They're drinking so they don't go into withdrawals. They're not even drinking to get drunk anymore. Shit. I've seen alcoholics who are literally drink from the time they wake up to the time they go to sleep. They could drive, walk. You would never know they're an alcoholic. They literally just drink to maintain, you know? That's yeah. And there's different forms of alcoholics, and but there's also not a thing as no such thing as alcoholics. There's no such thing as an addict, and I'll get to that too in a second. Um, what's up? I'm back. Oh, okay, but you're not Josue. Josue is from Honduras. I like Josue. He always comes back. I wonder if he'll come back today. Hi, gamers. Hi from Egypt Peninsula, Peninsula of Egypt. I don't know if you're really in Egypt or Israel. I am gonna keep my eye on you. Um, but how do you like get away from your vices? First of all, you definitely don't want to be in the environment. Even OCD is the brain trying to find relief from anxiety. It is. That's a great point. I didn't realize that because like my OCD and it's not really good right now, but it's being cleaned. So like, but it's relief because I get stressed when there's like, I literally have a couple things on the table, but I get stressed when I have like a bunch of shit everywhere. So the reason you're right, it's so true. It's a relief from stress or anxiety. Yeah, huh, that's interesting. I get it, bro. Okay, I'm gonna look up on your peninsula on your map. You better be in Egypt, my friend. Interrupting my stream with your Egyptian peninsula. Tell me what I'm looking up. What the heck is the name of your city? Is it called the Egyptian Peninsula? Is that what I'm looking up? Gamers Games? And how bad is the damn lag? Yes, there are people who are high function alcoholics for sure. Yes. And their like baseline is 0.15, zero point 0.2, like baseline, which is insane to me. I don't know how that's even possible. And they'll literally walk a line, talk to you perfectly straight and everything. Oh man, I got a lot of sleep last night. Right now in Alexandria, Egypt. Okay, I look up Alexandria, Egypt. It's probably in Israel, the way you talking with your chutzpah. I'm just kidding. Let's see. Look it up by peninsula, but by coast. Okay, I'm just gonna look up at the map, bro. I know what a peninsula is. It's got water on three sides. I'm from peninsula myself, the Florida Peninsula. Now, what peninsula are you on, sir? Where's your peninsula? Show me. Am I looking at your peninsula? I don't think it's bad today, actually. Um, if you want. I'm not sure what he's talking about RPM. It could be something. My dad was like, zoom out a little bit. Sorry. Yeah, but I figured the peninsula is gonna be here by the water, right? This is Egypt, right? Oh, Gaza, I guess. Hold on, it could be over here. Yeah, I can zoom out a lot. I mean, that's Lebanon. Where he said he's right here by Israel, and peninsula right here. I bet you this is it, covered by three sides. My dad was like that. We'll come home drunker than a skunk, but if my mom had a seizure, he would spring awake, fully alert, ready for help. Right, high function. Yeah. Oh no. Yes, by that original where I'm from. Right, that's what I was thinking. What the hell was I originally? I already lost it. Let's look it up again. You talking about right here, right? Alexandria. I don't know if this is a true peninsula, my friend. This is one side. Oh, this is not a peninsula. Your car. This is two sides. How is this a peninsula? Three sides? That's not three sides. Yes, yes. Okay, but that's not a peninsula, dude. You're out here giving false information. You're not from a peninsula. You're from a little strip. It looks like Miami Beach strip or something. I like that. It looks nice. It's more on land though. Oh, okay, they can hear. That's fine. But this is not a peninsula, sir. Wait, what's a peninsula? Is this whole thing a peninsula? One, two. Sir, maybe your whole damn continent is a peninsula, but you're not on a peninsula. Well, one. This is not three sides, is it? West, east. Yeah, I guess this could be considered a peninsula right here because it sticks out a little bit. Okay, fair enough. Okay, scientist, what are you talking about? Okay, I believe you. You're from a peninsula in Egypt. You're the Egyptian moderator with my friend. Yes, please only one time visit my channel. You see all videos. This is answer after a question. Okay, please try to understand my English very bad. You see free time and comment. Ah, I see. You are very nice scientist. You are very nice. I find your video and I look and I try to understand in English. Yeah, I understand English being second language because English second language for me, my friend. Now let me find your video. Hold on, I gotta go to your channel, studio, because I don't think. Yes, but I close to the water, closest to. Okay, all right. Do you have water on three sides of your country? Alexis, bro, don't text me back. Come to the live, bro. You should be in the live. Why aren't you in the live, Alex? Tripping, bro. What am I doing? What was I looking for? Oh yeah, this guy's thing. All right, scientist, scientist. Good things. Yeah, good things. What do you mean? Cool. Hey, RPM. I am on the coast of RPM. Okay, let me do this. Oh, the RPM hearing about you? Yes, she heard good things about you. But of course, good things about you. If that's what you're asking, I don't know. This is the right design. I told her you're very pretty. I did tell her that. I mean, and I told her you were cool. That's basically all I told her. Um, this is the right design. Scientist, I'm going to it. I'm going to it, my friend. I'm going to it, scientist. Okay, now you tell me which video I'm looking at. 100%. Right. That's what I told her. I'm not, I wouldn't say anything bad. All right, new discovery. Look, guys, he's serious about this. Scientist is serious. He's not playing, you know. He's got some kind of discovery. We just can't figure it out. It's about some dicky or something. Some dicky. Okay, some dicky. All right. All right, scientist. I see you. Which video am I looking at, my friend? Are you ready to explain the theory of everything now? Yes, he's here to explain it, but we just don't understand him. Like, hello, dosto. Okay, hello, dosto. I don't understand what hello, dosto is. I know what holodets is. That's a Russian frozen food that's like frozen meat jelly. But okay. Hello, dosto. बैतुल्लाह में न मस्जिद की दीवारों के साए में. What the fuck did you just say? I have no clue what you said, bro. बैतुल्लाह में न मस्जिद की दीवारों के साए में नमाज़े इश्क अदा होती है तलवार के साए. Hey, don't yell at me. I'm trying to help you, bro. What's up with that? Tripping, bro. I don't know how I feel about this subdicky shit. Hello, dosto. We saw this. I'm subdicky. हेलो दोस्त. Yeah, subdicky. दोस्त, जैसा कि आप मेरे चैनल के नाम से ही जानते हैं. Okay. कि मेरे चैनल का नाम है. Okay, let me explain something to you, scientists. I don't think you're understanding clearly. Maybe it's me. It's my fault because I didn't explain this as well as I could have. I could have explained this much better where you would have understood. So I understand English is your second language, and I said English is my second language, right? Um, I don't know if you assumed that my other language was also Indian, but it's not. I speak a different language as my other language. I speak Russian. When you say hello dosto, so dicky, I have no clue what any of that means. So you're asking me for my help. You're telling me you love me. I love you too, bro. But I can't help you if I have no clue what the hell you're saying. Dimitri, your recommended page is gonna be cooked after watching all these sub dicky. You're right. Scientists, when use a freaking translator, bro, go to Google, type in subdiki to English, and then type in your subdiki, and it'll tell you in English what you need to say to me. All right? Damn. Subdiki. Now, gotta get out the environment of your vice. You got to. If you're in your vice is all around you, you're gonna normalize it and you're gonna think it's normal. So if my vice is gambling and I live in a casino, I'm gonna think, oh shit, this is normal, yo. Gambling is normal. Everybody here gambles. But in reality, it's not normal. It's because you live in the fucking casino and you're an idiot. Now, I'm talking about myself, but all right, guys. I hate to do this, but we're gonna have to walk to my car. I'll add a juice. And yes, Alondra, I got you when I'm done here. But and yes, there's a needle juice there. I'm not burning out my coil. So we're gonna take the phone. You're gonna lose some reception when I walk to the tunnel thing. Everything's gonna be fine. We're gonna come right back here in 7 minutes with my oil, and then we're gonna hopefully get bro. What? It's a vice. It goes perfectly with the video. The vice is so bad, I had to walk outside to get more oil. Now what? It's a prop. I did it on purpose. I was so prepared. I was so prepared to demonstrate how vices work and how they take control of your life. So I didn't fill this up before the stream so I could show you guys what vices do to your life. It's terrible. At first, you smoke a cigarette at 12 years old. You thought this is great. I look so cool. Look at the smoke. Wow. Hey, just bring it tomorrow. We could. All right. I got you, Alondra. I got you. Even though it wouldn't be a problem, but that's cool. I'll text you when I get off. All right. I got you. Um, Thank you for not calling when I'm live. I have friends that I used to know that would purposefully call me on live because they knew I was live and to disturb like things like this. That means a lot. I'm addicted to sub dicky. Oh, don't clip that. RPM, do you notice the difference? Did you catch that? Emily would have called 1,000,000,000%. Hey, I forgot what I was calling for. No, she would say something that wouldn't make sense. All right, guys, you're gonna you're gonna lose some reception when I walk through this hallway, but I'm gonna reconnect right back to it. Doesn't mean I'm leaving. I still love you guys, including some Dicky. Well, including you guys coming in here? Of course. Am I there? Did you guys lose me? Yo, they opened the pool finally. Am I back? 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 One day you understand, okay? Baby. No, scientist. I'm a scientist. Don't try the baby here when they understand. How am I gonna understand? I'm never gonna understand what you said. Unless I learn Indian. How the hell am I gonna understand? You tell me. How? How the hell? I'm just gonna wake up and I'm gonna be like, holy dosto subdiki. Oh, I know what that means now. Huh? That's not gonna happen, scientist. I know you think you're got all kind of revolutions, but or revelations, but no, I'm never just gonna understand that one day when I wake up. I promise. I'll try every day, but it's gonna take a lot of effort. I won't understand that. All right, guys, we're out here for the vape juice. Oh no, I just said. Oh, that was on the bottom, not my sunglasses. Hey, am I back? You said here. Does that mean I'm back? Oh, RPO. Yay, my juice, my juice. Look, my juice, my juice, my juice. My juice. fill it up really quick before we go. See, this is what a vice does. All right. And some people, their vice is sugar, and people don't realize that. They're like, oh, addictions are so bad while they're freaking stuffing their face with sugar all day or, or coffee, like, you know what I mean? Or like, just because your vice is coffee doesn't make you better. Another thing about vices, I don't think people should judge um, each other based on what vices we have. It should be an understanding, like, fuck, yeah, you're dealing with something that sucks to deal with. And, I hope you get through. But, I know for me personally, what's kind of messing me up right now is the ability not to train is killing me. So, one of the ways that you stop vices, and it's in my notes, we'll talk about it as I get up there, is you got to replace it with something that's going to give you that mental stimulation or whatever your vice is, and then you find out what the root problem that's causing that symptom. Then you got to figure out how to fulfill that root problem, so you're not basically using your vice to um you know fill that hole. But yeah, let's check out the pool, guys. The geese had their babies. And I think they got sent off to prison after that because I don't know where they went after. Yeah, the pool is actually open. Look, we got pool tables upstairs. Yo, I love my apartment complex. It's great. It's like a resort out here. We got look, we got people playing cornhole. Yo, this shit is great. Look, all right, let me use this thing for balance. But look, people playing cornhole. We got we got what's it called? We got like pool table upstairs. Oh, and then we got gym here, and then yeah, there's right there. There's hammocks, and as you see, little fucking gazebos and stuff. Yeah, it's pretty great here. My question: you see God? Please answer. Yeah, I mean, hold on. Okay. Do I see him visually right now? No. Have I seen him when I was on acid a long, long time ago? Then never did. No, but actually, I thought I did when somebody slipped it into my and I like before anybody asked, it was slipped into my drink. I didn't even know it was not done purposely. But yes, God is real. I could have told you that. God is 100. My, but yeah, God is definitely a real scientist. That's without a question, without a doubt. I don't need anybody to tell me. I don't need to do any research. I don't need to find a book. I don't need anybody to show me proof. I can just tell you as a fact, as a fact, as a fact. So if that's all you've been, wait, is that your revelation that God is real? Because I could have told you that a long time ago. And God could be just an energy that nobody will ever see. And that's probably what it is. God is literally like karma. It's the universe doing its thing. Mother, the Gaia, it's God. It could also be the sun, is the form of God. So it depends how you see God. Because the sun, without the sun, there's no light. So some people say the sun is God. That's a good argument. It's a really good argument. Yeah, it's me. Almost like it's just energy, huh? So yeah, I do see God every day when I go outside. I see when I see the sun, but sometimes it's a fake God up there. It looks like when I'm just joking. But it do be looking fake sometimes. I'm not gonna lie. When all them clouds be up there. Hey, am I back? Did I lose reception? I guess a 3 would help, but I'll take that heart as I'm good. Well, no, drop a 3 so I know for sure I'm good, so I don't just start talking for no reason. Am I good? Is that happy face mean I'm good? Okay. I'm gonna I'm gonna read between the lines. The heart and the head face must mean I'm good. All right. So oh, how do you stop addictions? How do you freaking so and first of all you gotta get out of the environment, right? You don't so if you're gambling's your addiction, you don't live in a casino. Double tap screen to show support. Thank you. Yes, thank you, wild child. Mm, I'm back. Okay, thank you. Oh wow, today it's really delayed. You typed that as soon as you heard me. No sound. This world, one family, but all human rights. Yes. Is there sound? No sound. Somebody tell me if there's sound. Okay, no sound. Am I better? No, no sound still. Drop it 3, 4, 7. If you could hear me. 3, 4, 7. If you can 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 hear me. Not you, Grumble. It's still the sound is on mute. I believe it's not on mute. What the hell? Still no sound? Come on. No, okay, just kidding. That time I had it on mute. Drop a 3 for sound. I closed every app that I had on my phone. Now I know there's sound. But when I first came back in, I did have it on mute this time. Let's go! Let's go! Let's go! I closed every app on my phone and restarted. Can't read lips, but can you hear words? She dropped a 3, so I'm taking that as y'all can hear me. You're good. Thank you. Appreciate it, Alondra. Whoa, Alondra, you're on top of it. I like that. I like it. Yo, I stream every day now. So if you're free, I don't, I appreciate, somebody telling me like, hey, you're muted. Because sometimes I am muted. RPM is awesome. She does that too, but she got mad at me and left for like 3 months. Hopefully she's back now. We'll see. Wild Child is cool. Richard Wilkins is cool. Yeah. All right. Where do we off? Get out of the environment that freaking your vice is in. So yeah. If your entire friend guess had to jump out and jump back in for a minute to unmute. Oh yeah, I thought you were talking about you had to jump out and jump back in from watching the stream. Just kidding, but not. Just kidding, but not. Um, well, I think what was happening is I wasn't closing the YouTube all the way out. I was just like closing it, but I was then going to like my recent apps and then like closing it out. When they did that, and I closed all my apps, and there was a shit ton of apps open, and then came back to YouTube, it was fine. But yeah, if your entire friend is doing your vice, chances are you're not gonna quit your vice. I hate to say it to you. Also, there's people use the word dependent too loosely. Um, we'll get to that actually. Why gambling specifically though? Why does gambling specifically hook people? In my opinion, gambling is like psychological warfare. And I'm talking about all of it. Sports betting, they're advertising gambling on all these live streams. They're like clavicular guy, he gets on and he'll just gamble and he's given thousands of dollars by stake, for example, to gamble. So he's not gambling with his own money. So it looks like, oh, and on top of that, they're gonna enter it, they're gonna make it so he wins big. You know what I mean? So people are like, oh shit, if he's doing it, he's winning this type of money. I could do it too. Then they go on, and it's to me that's damn near evil. Like you know what I mean? Especially like the to me, like if you're doing it like that, like if you're the way some of them do it, that shit is damn near you. You're a very nice person, but you're designed very fast. I am answers, you're all question. Free time, I am this time. But I am with you. I am well. Be back very soon. Please drive safely. Okay. All right, sir. You lost me so many. Where am I driving safely to? I'm not driving anywhere. I'm here in my house. Next time I drive, I will drive safely. Now you said I am a very nice person, but your design is I am very fast, and you have all the answers, but I have only questions. Is that's what your claim is? That's what your claim is. But you're in here asking me if God is real, the most obvious thing in the world. Free time, I am this time, but I with you, I am will be back very soon. Okay, bye bye. Now, scientist, I just want to remind you, you've said bye bye since the start of the stream, and you're still here. And last time you told me you're wasting your time watching my streams. So, bye bye. Hi, hi. I don't know. I love you. I hate you. I don't know. I don't know what you want from me. But I'm glad you are far away in India and I'm over here. That I am glad about. Spicy Tuber. What's up? How are you doing, Spicy? Spicy. You only go by Spicy. See, I got this in my brain. Spicy, not spicy. Spicy. Just spicy. All right. Gambling is psychological warfare because there's instant excitement, there's hope, there's fantasy of escape. And it is fantasy because you're like, whoa, like now, especially in you go to like in Vegas, you have a lot of like you can win really big. You know, now don't get me wrong, people are playing 10, 20,000 on shooting fish, and I'll get to that too. I'll explain. It's fish tables. That's what I keep saying about. Yeah, I guess it's out of context. I'm doing good, bro. I'm doing amazing, Spicy. So we're talking about vices. Earlier, I said I shoot fish. I have a problem shooting fish. What I meant by that is these things called fish tables, all right? And they're really big in North Carolina where gambling is illegal. However, these places are everywhere because there's loopholes. And there's slot machines in there that are similar, very similar to the ones that there are in Vegas. But the difference is in Vegas, they're regulated. Okay, so they're regulated by different commissions. Yeah, the Carolinas, it's highly illegal here. Spicy, you're in North Carolina? Get out of here. Or in South Carolina? It's highly illegal. I'm back from how many subscribers? Daniel, what's up? You're in South Carolina. I'm in North Carolina, Spicy. That's what's up. Daniel, what's up? Daniel's from the USA. Let's go. Yes, I got me a neighbor, Spicy, from South Carolina, South Kakalaki. All right. Yo, I love knowing that anybody that's in blue has been here before and like, it's a regular person. That's awesome. And I really appreciate you guys just being there as moderators. Just being there in case any moderating needs done. I'm in Raleigh, sir. But yeah, so you're like by 30 minutes from Charlotte. You're like by Spartanburg almost. I have a buddy that has a gym there. I've trained there in Spartanburg. Um, uh, yeah, it's him and his brother, CJ Murdoch and Josh Murdoch. I can't believe I forgot their names for a second. Yeah, they're amazing. Both black girls, they're awesome. But yeah, so this gambling crap, the brain remembers wins emotionally. What happens is then when you know I'm near Rock Hill, South Carolina. Okay, I know where that's at. That's awesome. Oh yeah, I'm from Illinois. Why so actually how's your day been? My day's been amazing. I with all everybody. I just like road trips and stuff. They went hiking. That's awesome. I love road trips. I want to take a road trip across the whole United States. But it's also I don't know if it's feasible right now. But basically, like I was saying earlier, gambling is like basically my former profession. My former profession was selling possibility. And what I mean by that, as an insurance, like when I was an insurance regional director, what I was doing, I was hiring people, right? And I was selling them the possibility of financial freedom. Okay. Now, in insurance, the way it works is in most places, it's 100% commission, right? And the majority of people, I would say 95% of people, cannot realistically work full commission. Um, for whatever one reason or another, they just cannot because they're either not disciplined enough or they just, it's they can't. But my job was to tell them, when I was hiring people, and part of this, I don't feel good about it now, and I was very young, but I was recruiting people and I was hiring a bunch of people to come do sales and insurance and to make millions. And look, they had an opportunity. Every single person that came in truly had an opportunity. If they sat, worked their ass off, they could have made millions. And people did make hundreds of thousands and millions. Um, but 95%, 97% within 6 months, shit, probably don't make it a year. I would say like 90% don't make it a year. And when they leave the business, the shitty part is they're usually worse off than when they started. You know what I mean? So yeah, 90 people don't make it in life insurance for a year. I think that's like a fact. Let's see. I'll Google it right now. How long do life insurance? What is the percent? What is the percentage percentage of life insurance agents that make it more than a year? Between look at this. Between 80 and 90% of life insurance agents leave the industry within their first year, and up to 90% leave within this 3 years, according to industry statistics. Only about 10 to 15% of agents make it past the 12-month mark and build a long-term career. The remarkably high failure rate usually isn't because the agents lack talent or drive, but rather because they face a few systematic hurdles. Commission only structure. Yeah, exactly. Main UA, right. Commission only structure. That's really the key. Now, lead generation, that can also, and lack of support, if you have a shitty team, that also can be the case. But like for me, where I started, we had an awesome system. Like it was, don't get me wrong, they grinded you till the bone. You know what I mean? You work 7 days a week, and but there was a system, and if you were willing to work the crazy amount of hours when I was young, that I was willing to work. When I was young, I did work my way up to a regional director. I had 3 offices. I had like 40 agents, but I will say morally, I did not feel good at the end of the night because like, especially the longer I did it, and then I was doing it. Oh, whatever. Then okay, well, my bad. Whoever, if you're here watching it, who just texted me, my bad. How was I supposed to know that? You could have easily said that, and that's not Emily, but whatever. Then it is what it is. I don't care. Um. So yeah, back to vices. Wait, remember the first time I was here? Lots of stuff happened. Well, I really like the streams, like talking. Yeah, I'm sure, Daniel. I don't know what you're talking about. A lot of stuff happened, but a lot of stuff happens here a lot in my life. That's why I do streams. Wow, that's crazy. What's crazy? What's crazy? RPM. No, that wasn't Emily. That was somebody else. And that wasn't Alondra, but it was somebody else. Just texting like, upset that this person, okay, this person goes, oh, I was in the hospital. I didn't appreciate how you're coming at me. Well, bitch, you could have just said that fucking a week ago. Instead of not replying, I didn't ask you anything. I just literally asked you a simple ass question. And I was like, okay. And then I said, you could have replied. And then, oh, I don't appreciate how you were coming at me. Oh, fuck you. Like, fuck out of here. Like, who the fuck are you? I'm sorry. Gambling is, the only promise or sell of gambling is possibility, which is basically what I used to sell. Not money, not profit. Oh, I recently got an injury on my leg. That's not nice from glass breaking. Yeah, yeah, injuries are not nice. I'm not sure something. So yeah, gambling, the only promise in gambling is possibility, right? And I'm talking about for myself now, I'm going back to my vice. There's no promise of money. There's a chance of money. There is no promise of profit. There's a chance of profit. there's only a chance of, or promise or only guarantee of a possibility. And that's what keeps people coming back. And that's how why gambling is as big and huge as it is, and sports betting and all this other shit. The dangerous cycle that creates these vices a lot of times though is we get either bored or stressed out, right? So I'm bored, or let me redo it. I'm stressed, or I'm bored. So when one of those happens, you go and you get, gamble, or you need a dopamine rush, or you do a drug, or you do an emotional crash, or you argue with somebody. Some people, they're like, oh, it's been too quiet. Things have been way too nice. I need to create an argument. Literally, people do that. And it's like, what the fuck? Some people love the shame of it and repeat the cycle. I feel like there's worse vices than gambling, but financially, it can mess you up or make your life spicy. You know what the worst part about gambling? The amount of time it robs me of. It's not financially, it sucks financially. Yes, I definitely, in the long term, I'm definitely down 1 million percent. Yes, I've also won $7,000 one time, and three and four and blah, blah. But long term, I'm definitely down 1,000%. I've always wanted to gamble, but I'm not old enough. Don't start, spicy. Don't start. Don't start. Please don't start. Please don't start. Please don't start. I promise you, it is not a good thing. I promise you, it's not a good thing. And I promise you, you will regret if you started. Because what's going to happen, you're going to win when you start, and you're going to think that, oh, wow, you, it's so easy to win. Look how much money I made. I made more money than people make in 2 weeks in an hour. I could do this every day. And then what happens is you end up losing eventually. Then you're like, shit, I need to get that money back. I've won before. I can win again. Like, all right, I'm gonna get that back. Then you're like, damn, you lose another thousand. Shit. Fuck. Now I'm down 3,000. Well, I can't be down 3,000. Let me get some of it back. And it's just a vicious, vicious cycle. And I'm talking small numbers. There's people that bet crazy numbers. I'm talking about chump change compared to what people bet. Um, Now, is there any good in any of these vices? Like I said, anything that's that powerful, there has to be some good, but it's so minuscule, it's so little that it's way outweighed by the bad. Yeah, gambling can provide like excitement, social bonding, temporary escape, and these are some of the reasons they go stimulation, optimism, and emotional intensity. Like, oh, I'm winning, oh, I'm losing. It's like up, down, up, down, up, down. But why you can't just say, "Oh, just stop," and think it's gonna work. That shit does not. Just saying, "Just stop," does not work. All right. People are like, "Well, why don't you just stop?" Does those vices include drinking alcohol, smoking? Yes, absolutely, it does. Anything that is, I would say, how I define the vice, anything that's like controlling your life. And what I mean by controlling your life, okay, so I vape this nicotine thing, right? I'm on here doing a stream right now, spicy. I was in the middle of a stream. All right. And I ran out of the vape juice. Okay. I took a break from the stream, went out to the car and got vape juice because you could say, I wanted it so bad. I don't need this. That's another thing. And I kind of got off that, but I'm going to get back to it. I don't need this, guys. And it's very, very important to know in your mind the difference between you wanting something and you needing something. Because the moment you believe that you need something, guess what? You need that thing. Um, the moment you think you want it, then you realize you want it. Bottom line is, don't these vices include? Yeah, they do. What was I getting at with that? Lost my train of thought. But most people attack the wrong thing. They say, just stop. Where the mind goes, the man goes. Think about something long enough, and that's where you'll end up. That's true. I feel like nicotine is like the worst vice because it's so addictive that when you first try it, you will never not crave it. Personally, it's horrible. I smoke, and I wish I never started. Exactly, and that's how basically any. That's how a lot of shoot. That's probably any vice is like that. You're gonna if you started, you're gonna wish you never did. Hell, even sugar. What's up, Andrew? How are you doing, brother? Even sugar, all right? Sugar is a vice, believe it or not. A lot of people are addicted to sugar. What's up, Vix off? I don't know who you are, but welcome to the stream. So yeah, even sugar is a vice.
And but people that eat a bunch of sugar and drink tons of caffeine and coffee will sit there and be like, "You're so bad for, let's say, gambling or whatever your vice is, marijuana, whatever." As a matter of fact, what did Andrew do? Do I need to message deleted by Andrew? What did he delete? What's going on? Do I need to fix something? Yo, why did you delete that, Andrew? Yo, I'm your niece. Yo, what is going on, Andrew? All right, managing moderator. I fixed you, Victoria. Let me Andrew, do that's my niece. Do not touch Vix off. Why would you delete that, dude? All right. You're no longer a moderator, bro. What the fuck? Why I don't understand why you would remove this. That makes no sense. Oh, really? You timed her out? What a fucking idiot, bro. I'm sorry, guys. Give me a second. He's not, no longer a moderator, you idiot. But thanks for nothing. You didn't really ruin anything. You just took up 3 minutes of my time to fix this idiot. 1 second, Victoria. Channel community moderation. Who's timed out? User management. Hidden users. Damn it. Oh, he just. What did he say? 10 seconds. All right, that's cool. I did. And we took him off as moderator, right? Who is this idiot? Andrew Q9. Andrew, are some people such idiots, yo? Can somebody explain that to me? Like, why? What? What? And guys, that's my niece. So, sorry to get off topic. They didn't know I was streaming daily. So, but yeah, Victoria, I made you managing moderator. You should be good. And he only did it for 10 seconds, so you should. Oh, boom. Air. I don't know why he did that because he's an idiot. Probably thought I was mean messing around. It's common. No, no, not everybody has something. Hardly drink, never done drugs, but I have abused a bucket of chicken plenty of times. Abusing a bucket of chicken can be a vice. Me too, wild child, and I love fried chicken. Alrighty, Victoria, you're good now. I made you managing moderator. You're good, and I took him off as moderator, so he can no longer do that. I don't understand why he did that. As you see, everybody else is cool in here, Victoria. RPM is my friend. Alondra is everybody in here is my friend. I love everybody in here. Scientist is a little bit weird, so be careful. Like, stay away from scientists. He might tell you about some Dicky or some. I don't understand what he's talking about. He speaks Indian and he wants us to understand. Abusing a bucket of chicken is crazy work. Wild Child is cool, Victoria. Wild Child is my homie. All right, you're good. Everybody's good. All right, so vice pure. Yeah, why just stop doesn't work because most people attack the wrong thing. They try attacking pure willpower or shame or like. So what happens with me? And it hasn't been working. That's why I'm doing this stream. So part of the reason I'm doing this stream is very selfish reason. I'm doing it to share what my vice is. So, and I said it earlier. So hopefully I will be better, hold myself accountable. And now maybe my niece will hold me accountable, ask me if I'm gambling. Wait, I've made more drawings of Rocket. I really like doing that stuff. That's okay. That's not a vice because it's not controlling your life. Unless you're like, dude, I can't go to work today. I got to draw a rocket. Then it's a vice. Capiche? Um, but yeah, you can't. So what I do, but I was back to myself. When I very often I will go and gamble and I win initially, right? Yesterday, I'll give you an example. I went in $40, $20, I think, some crazy easy. I got up to like, damn near a few $100, $300, $400, and just keep playing, shooting these stupid fish like an idiot, like an idiot, like an idiot. I could have cashed out and just left, but no, I just sit there and I keep shooting. So, and then when I leave, I'm like, that was so dumb. Why am I so dumb? And it's not so much about the money, it's just the principle. It's like, it, it's baffling because the addiction is more about, for me, mental like escape. So I don't have to think about anything else, just sit there and tap. That it's literally, I'm just, like, as long as I keep tapping, it's stupid. I'm so, wait, I mean, yeah, okay, Rocket Man. Daniel, I'm not sure what does that have anything to do with anything? What does the rocket? I really like doing that stuff. All right. But why? Because vices usually provide a form of what we need. So why do we do the vices? Because they do provide a form of what we need, but they provide it in the wrong way. That's the problem. So they don't provide it in a healthy way. So the reason we do these vices, all vices, is because Rocket Man, because they do provide a part of what we need. And what we talked about earlier, like some of the good things in vices, which are Victoria, you're late, but I'm gonna repeat this because it's important. So there are good things in vices, but they're very little. Okay, very little compared to the bads in vices. So yeah, there's some of the good things in vices, like in gambling, instant excitement. There's hope. There's fantasy of escape. Illusion of well, I don't even believe it. There's no illusion of control. But yeah, but that little good is so all risk, little gain. There's no gain. There's no gain long term, Victoria. That's the problem, which is crazy that I would still go. There is no gain. Yeah, you win sometimes, but do you win if I spend hours gambling? No, you don't win. And then you leave there and you leave hating yourself. It's such a dumb cycle. But so and then yeah. So now, is there any good advice? Yes, we talked about that. It's outweighed. But yeah, like another thing, like there's excitement, there's social bonding. So like I'll go there to talk to people, like, yo, RPM was on the phone with me yesterday. Was that conversation not funny yesterday when I was in there? You can win big. Yes, heroin. Look, I've won, like I said, thousands of dollars. Yes, I have. I have. I've gone in there with freaking $20 and walked out with thousands of dollars. That's not the point. You never get your time back. If you win back, you'll just go back and lose more. Yes, Victoria. Yo, Victoria, you're so smart. Exactly. Because guess what? You win. You're like, oh, I won. I'm gonna go win more because I won before. It's so dumb. It's idiotic. Double tap the screen. Yes, thank you. Yeah, had to help a friend, but I'm back now. What's good, Spicy? Nice to see you again. Oh, we're just talking. But yeah, so we talked about why just stop doesn't work. That usually fails because vices usually provide a form of good. The brain still okay. So back to vices providing some good and a lot of bad. So the brain still wants stimulation. It still wants relief, reward, and purpose. So how do we stop these vices? So what you do is you remove the vice without replace, but you got to replace what it provided. Okay, so if your vice for me personally, I'm going to use myself as an example again. My vice provides for me a mental escape. It's like a way for me to not think about what's going on in life, right? So for the time I'm gambling, I don't have to think about anything. I don't have to. It's a crutch. I know it's cheap way. It's what's up, Jackson? How are you doing? Um, but you have to replace it with something healthy. So for me, for example, I need to replace it. I'm going to replace it with training, but I can't train right now, which is really killing me. So I need to figure out a way to replace it with something else that's similar. Good. How are you? I'm doing amazing, Jackson. Best day of my life, probably. No, not probably. For sure, is the best day of my life. What would be the replacement for nicotine? So for me personally, okay, you could try gum, but nicotine, coffee, but really, there's what good does it give you? A rush? You could try valerian root. What does it provide you? Relief. Tell me this. Different people use nicotine for different reasons. Why do you do nicotine, and what need or want is it providing for you? So yeah, that's a good question. Let's talk about it. I can't wait for the next stream or this stream that I'll see. Dude, calm down. We're here. I'm here live right now. I'll be here tomorrow again, and the day after, and the day after. And I've been here 93 days before. You have a lot of catching up to do if you want. Stress relief, it provides me to calm down. Okay, this is great. So you weren't here earlier, Spicy. Um, so let me explain something. Nicotine is so relaxing, and I'm lit all day. That's funny. You miss me already, Richard? Oh, I miss you all the time, Richard, when I'm not here. That's very kind. But listen, nicotine, right? I'm with you. But nicotine really does not provide stress relief. You know,
we think it provides stress relief, and once you're addicted to it, it in the form kind of brings you back down to a level more like calm because we're addicted to it. And when we don't have it, we're starting to withdraw and we're starting to build up anxiety. So then you think, oh, you take some nicotine and whoa, I'm calm. Wow, stress relief. No, that's not stress relief. That's you being addicted to nicotine. So what you do is you go to the gym and you get your stress relief that way. So if that's what it's providing for you, you start replacing it with the gym. Go relieve your stress at the gym, and little by little, you don't have to stop it all right away, but go for 15 minutes a day. You know what I mean? Just walk on the treadmill, do something light. It's also about the stress relief squishes or music helps. Right, music. Right. Right. To be honest, when I stopped for a couple of days, I was anxious as fuck. Yes, because you were only stopped for a couple of days, Spicy. Good point, Vicstoff. Dancing too, music helps. Yo, Victoria is very smart, yo. Victoria is a genius. She's smarter than me, maybe. Close to. I don't know. She got a lot of her smarts from her uncle. But look, Victoria, did you see my shirt? I'm wearing it ironically because I'm not the best uncle ever. I feel like a piece of crap for gambling. I can't be here for much longer. See, I'll go next time. Okay, scientist number two. I made some more rocket pictures. I hope I can show them to you on stream that I will make. What state are you in? I need to know. Daniel, Victoria, it is not backwards. It is the freaking camera that's backwards. Somebody else told me it was backwards. It's not freaking backwards, Victoria. Is it backwards now, Victoria? Tell me. Is it backwards now? I didn't think so. Is it? Okay, Victoria. Yeah, I get it. The other person didn't know. I think they probably need to. Okay, Victoria. I just want to yell. It's it's for entertainment, Victoria. Just so you know, a lot of times I act extra on here because that's what YouTube wants, Victoria. They like if you're just like boring and monotone, then nobody comes, nobody watches. So they want you yelling and just talking crazy nonsense, and then a bunch of viewers show up. I don't know why. So if I yell at you, Victoria, it's not because I'm yelling at you. It's just for YouTube, just so you know. But yeah, if you move the device without replacing it with what it provided, your brain fights back. So, like you said, oh, for a couple of days I quit nicotine. I was stressed as fuck. Well, yeah, because you probably didn't replace it with anything, and you only did it for a couple of days. You didn't give enough time for it to actually leave your body. Now, I'm dyslexic, so it's backwards. That's cool. That happens with camera phones. That's cool. Well, I will make it to the next stream at 1:30 a.m. p.m. I'm sorry for the misconception. You're good. I was planning to go to the stream. That's good. Tip. Thanks. I was planning to go stream. That's a good tip. Thanks. Victoria, anything about streaming that you need that I learned in the last 94 days, I will tell you. What I can tell you, the best advice I can tell you, Victoria, is just do it because most people, literally, most people fail because they just don't do it. They don't put their stuff out there. That's it. They sell a bunch of nicotine free products like nicotine free vapes and herbal cigarettes that are far better for you. Yes, they do. That's also a good option to replace it with that. And also, for some people, nicotine is a mouth fixation. You know what I mean? Damn, my rib is freaking killing me, man. Jeez. I feel like I just need enough willpower to stop, give myself a date, and try to not. No, that's not gonna work. It's not just about willpower, Spicy. You gotta figure out something else to do. You gotta replace it with something else. What hobbies do you have? Don't give yourself a date. Just quit. Right, because then you'll never. Right. I'm waiting till summertime when I have more hours to play games and have longer conversation. Um, what are you talking about, Victoria? Oh yeah, for streams. That's cool. Yeah, that's fair. So yeah, whenever you do it in the summer, just do it. Don't like whenever you're planning to do it, Victoria, just do it. That's don't wait. Don't worry about it sucking. Like, you know, my thing was like, well, damn, it's not good enough. I always felt like it's not good enough. And then like RPM, actually, I will say RPM is one of the main reasons that she's one of the ones that encouraged me to just do it because I've been wanting to do it. And she was like, just do it, bro. You'll do good. And I always knew that I could do good. I always knew that I can draw people in. I wasn't doing it just because I wasn't doing it. And most people fall to the wayside because they just don't put their stuff out there. I have that up there on my wall. And I put it up there literally 10 days maybe before I started streaming. And then see, it was on my refrigerator actually. And Emily can attest to this. That note was on my refrigerator for like 10 days before I started streaming.
and just seeing it every day, I'm like, damn, I just gotta put my. And then eventually, I'm like, I'm just gonna do it. I mean, it's no loss from trying. Exactly. You could literally. There's if your video sucks, who cares? Nobody's gonna beat you up for it. I box in VR as a hobby, and I work as a trash man, so not so many hobbies, dude. VR is could be a hobby. Dude, I don't know, man. I will say this: nicotine. I'm battling it myself, so when I can figure it out, I will definitely tell you. Nicotine. I'm very straight up. Like I haven't figured out nicotine myself yet, dude. It's a pain in the ass, but I know that you got to replace it with something. So I'm working on it. But once I figure it out, I promise you, I'll come back and share with everybody. I'm working on all my vices, yo, and that's why I did this stream to talk about it. You know, I could, Richard. I'm really good when I don't smoke. I lose endurance when I do smoke. I will do it to you. Read, learn to paint, learn languages, do anything else. Right, Victoria. But the problem is you can use nicotine while you're doing all those. So I can read here, right? I can read. I can sit here and use my nicotine. I can learn to paint. I can sit here and use nicotine. I can learn languages and still use nicotine. You see what I'm saying? So it's not really. It's so don't please don't ever start nicotine, Victoria. Jesus, please never start. I promise you, it's not like I regret it. So unless you want to regret it, don't start. If you want to regret it, start. uh, so how do you actually stop? You have to remove the triggers. Discipline is easier when temptation is harder to access. I'm an example. Now, this is something that this is completely on my own. This is not Chat GPT. This is just my own knowledge. Okay, not thoughts, not opinions. This is what I know, and this is where a lot of society misprograms people and gets people to believe false things that causes harm. Okay, what am I talking about? Dependence. Okay, a lot of people talk about people being dependent on substances. Correct. Well, they do talk about it, right? And they say once you're dependent, oh, it's a disease for life. You're if you did this, like, now don't get me wrong, you should not do any substances, but let me ask you a question, right? So let's say, what's the most addictive? Let me ask you this: what's the most addictive drug there is? Most addictive drug? Maybe electric shock. I heard electric shock therapy does not work, wild child. I know from personal experience that person is not doing better; they're doing worse. Please refrain. Caffeine. Caffeine's the most. Okay, good. You're right, spicy. You're exactly right. Caffeine is probably the most addictive, one of the most addictive, right? People will say you're dependent on caffeine, right? Do a lot of people say that? A lot of people do say that, right? I don't know why I'm even waiting for an answer. That was a rhetorical question. A lot of people say you can't. It's getting late. That's why you don't. It's spicy. You didn't need to answer. That was a rhetorical question. It's getting late. I'm getting tired. So a lot of people say, "Oh, caffeine. You can't. You're dependent on caffeine. You're dependent on nicotine. You're dependent on blah 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 blah." No. Let me ask you a question. If you get dropped off on a deserted island and you're provided with food, everything you need to survive, food, shelter, water, but not nicotine, not whatever it is that you're dependent on, right? Now, insulin, a diabetic that's dependent on insulin, they're dependent on insulin. That's different, okay? But substance dependence is a bullshit lie that is created to literally drive a whole economy. Now, most addictive in terms of what? Most people addicted to it or most addictive? No, most addictive. Like as soon as you try it, you can't stop it. It's like impossible to stop. Like damn, you know. I would say, well, air, but that's not true. But don't get me wrong. There's some addictive, shitty substances, and you should not start any of them because it is hell to quit some of them. It is hell. But you're not dependent. If you can get dropped off on a strand on a deserted island, hopefully not Epstein's island, just a deserted island, with food. Didn't the government remove laws banning smoking because it gave more money or something? Didn't the government remove laws ban? Yeah, I'm sure. Government will always do things with laws and regulations to encourage money going into the government. That's obvious, but it's not a bad thing. The government does a lot of good things, Victoria. Like if it wasn't for the government, we wouldn't have roads. If it wasn't for the government, we wouldn't have police. And look, police have their bad, but they have more good than bad usually. That's a okay. I'm not gonna go there. Most things in government, there's a lot more good than bad. You know what I mean? We need government. You don't want the opposite of no government you do not want. You know what I mean? So it's better to just pay the taxes, their fees, whatever the fees they want, and just follow the rules. To be real, but yeah, I'm sure they did that. The only thing that would happen is they would go crazy from withdrawal and then be fine. Exactly, spicy. So are they really dependent on it? Right, the Carolinas have sucky roads. Electric shark is a joke. Electric shark? Shock is a joke. I guarantee you I would run from it. Oh, it's an electric shark. I thought you were talking about I thought you were talking about electric shock stimulation. There's something called electric shock stimulation where they connect you, I think, to your head and they like literally zap you and stuff to try to like treat depression. And then the only person I know that's been through it ended up crazy. So don't do it if you have depression. Just go out and play sports or something. Like yeah. The Carolina, yeah, idiot lobotomy. No, I think that's lobotomy. I think that's pretty bad. Isn't that like where they make you like brain dead or something? Lord of the Flies is a good example of what no government could lead to. I've never watched that. Is that what Lord of the Flies is about? That sounds good. If that's what the movie's about, I might have to watch that. The most addictive is probably an opiate, then by the metric, by a long shot, actually. Okay, fair. I would not disagree with you, probably. Now, let's say fentanyl is probably the most addictive, right, Richard? Somebody's addicted to fentanyl, right? We society tells you society wrongfully gets you to believe. I watched it and read it. Okay, I'll check it out, Victoria. The society wrongfully gets you to believe that you're dependent on that substance. That is not true. There's no such thing. I mean, no, misspoken. That is not true because if you can get dropped off on a deserted island, be given food, shelter, and water, and survive, you are not dependent on that substance. You wanted that substance and you really desired it, but you were not dependent on it. So words have meanings, and it's very important to recognize what the meaning is and to understand the correct meaning because if you don't, you can literally misunderstand yourself into a horrible life, which is crazy. It's getting harder and harder to hide bad anyway. Everyone has cameras now. Oh yeah, cameras everywhere, flock cameras. I mean, and we have cameras everywhere. Shit, we carry cameras. We can't. There's cameras everywhere. You know, the iPhone takes pictures of your face like every 11 seconds when it's not even when you're not using it, and it tracks your mood. It knows when you're happy, when you're sad, when you're mad, everything. True, but you don't want to be in a society that is only good because there are cameras. No, hell no. Would you say that weed is an addictive substance? Yes, weed is an addictive substance. As somebody who's tried it, yes, it's 1,000,000% addictive. What would you say about the people who would actually die if they went cold turkey? Those people are literally dependent on it. They wouldn't die. You can't die from going cold turkey on opiates, Richard. Alcohol, you can. Alcohol, I heard you can. So maybe that's dependence. You cannot die from going cold turkey on fentanyl, on any opiate. So no, I would not say those people are dependent on it. Um, True, but you don't want to be in a society. Yeah, yeah. I agree. RPM, a lobotomy is one of the worst things they have ever done. Yeah, that's what it sounds like. I thought it's like, what, they make you brain dead. They like, yeah, I don't want to know. I'm pretty sure I know it. But don't they like drill through your head or something to fix you mentally? We're going to use this drill and we're going to just drill this big old hole in your head. And it's going to get rid of your depression because you're going to be dead. Oh, dang it. Go ahead and drill right here. Then again, they were trying to advance. That's what they went fixed. They thought they fixed. Right. No, Victoria, we know that. We know. We're just making fun of it. I was referring to alcohol. You can also literally die going cold turkey on it. No, yeah. I would say that's dependence then. If you could die from it, going cold turkey on it, then I would say that's dependence, Richard. That's like insulin dependence. If you're dependent on insulin and you die from it, you're dependent on it. But if you're not gonna die because it gets taken away from it, then it's not dependence, guys. So don't let people mislead you into believing falsities that will wreck your life, literally. Because if you don't believe you can do something, you will never do it. Just know that. If you believe you can do something, you will do it. 100%. Same with SSRIs. Going cold turkey can make you crazy. You can go into psychosis. I bet. I'm glad. Like, I've had my demons. SSRIs are not one of them, and I've seen what they do to people, and I truly feel sad for those people, man. I wish there was a way to help those people easier than I don't know, man. SRAs are bad, 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 in my opinion, guys. In my opinion, because they make people everything. Every time I've seen it, they make people very like zombie-like, and they can't have like they don't get really happy and they don't get really sad. They're just like and I don't know. I feel like they're like space cadets. They're like just like almost like they have brain fog. You know what I mean? I don't know. Maybe it's just these few people I knew that have brain fog. I don't know. Now let me ask this: if your mother drinks while you're in the womb and you're dependent on alcohol from birth, should you be given dosed alcohol as a treatment? Hell yeah, probably. If it's gonna be better for your health, yeah. I think that in some cases with addiction, they have to wean you off slowly, or it can hurt your health. But after that, you're okay. Yes, wild child, it can hurt your health, but it's not gonna kill you. So, and hurt your health, yes, but you're not dependent on it if it's not going to kill you. Dependence is a very Victoria, tell me how if you think something doesn't work, Victoria, just because you look what I'm saying right now is facts. But no, you can disagree with me here, Victoria. Tell me what doesn't my niece just texted me saying that's not how that works. And I could be wrong. I could always be wrong, Victoria. Everything I'm saying could be wrong. I'm just sharing my opinions on this stream, just so you know. So don't take anything personal, just so you know. Now, if anything, Richard, I meant the idea of drinking from birth. Oh, I don't know how that works. I was just guessing. So yeah, Victoria, don't ever take anything. Just say it in here. No, that's not how it works. I don't know. So what do you mean? Somebody asked, mother is drinking. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if the baby would be dependent on alcohol. I know with opiates, the baby would be dependent on opiates. I don't know if they would be dependent on alcohol. Is that what you mean, Victoria? That's actually a good point. She might be right. I'm telling you, Victoria's pretty damn smart. Or she has Google right next to her and she's Googling everything we're talking about. Right, spicy. They would have right. They have like the alcohol fetal syndrome. Like there's like facial features that get created from some mothers that drink. Fetal alcohol syndrome, correct? That's what I was talking about. Is a different thing. Some people are born with alcohol dependence. Oh, I didn't know that. In reality, they treat the baby with benzos and monitor their condition. Interesting. I did not know that. The baby shouldn't be. No, apparently Richard's smart, Victoria. So, oh, let's go. Richard versus Victoria. Richard versus Victoria. No, but no, Richard's pretty smart. I didn't think that, but I guess it makes sense. Maybe they're not fully dependent on alcohol. I guess if it's like a functioning alcoholic, they would be dependent on it. Like if it's a mother, they can't go without going to like withdrawals and like going to seizures without stopping alcohol, then yeah, the baby probably is going to be dependent because there's no way it wouldn't be, Victoria. That makes sense actually. But the baby shouldn't be, the baby won't be dependent on alcohol. I think you're thinking if the mother just drinks sometimes, Victoria. We're talking about a mother that drinks from morning to night 24/7. She's always like above the legal limit. That's what we're talking about, Victoria. I feel like regardless, that mom needs to be in a hole and locked away for well, or she needs some kind of help. I don't know if they're dependent on alcohol, but it can hurt their development in the womb. Interesting. Let's Google this, guys. I don't know. This is literally a discussion we're having. Richard, where are you getting that they are dependent on alcohol? Ooh, Victoria, you got Wild Child on your side. It's Wild Child and Dix versus Richard. Come on, guys. Fight, fight, fight. I dated a girl whose brother was born. All right, all right. I dated a girl whose brother was born. What facts do you have? That's not a good fact. I'm gonna keep reading. I dated a girl whose brother it's like my uncle's sister twin. I dated a girl whose brother was born with alcohol dependency. I don't know what the other official term for it is, but it's basically shock when the supply of alcohol is cut off. I mean, that does make sense. Like without Googling anything, that makes sense. Like if the mother's like depending on it to the point where she's gonna go into seizures, right? I believe that yeah, even if the baby might be able to survive, it might could like be dependent on the form. Let me see. I'm gonna Google this time. Do what Google says, guys. That's interesting. Can what does it take? What uh, what is it? This will a baby be alcohol dependent if their mother drinks? If their mother drinks, how about if she drinks 24/7? If their mother drinks sometimes, and then we're gonna do another one that says it 24/7. So babies do not become born alcohol dependent. Oh, Richard. Oh, you might have got corrected by Holy Victoria. 15. You got corrected by a 15-year-old. 14. Damn, 14. It's not October yet. Woo, buddy. 14-year-old just told you. Victoria, I think you might have been right. Babies do not become born alcohol dependent from occasional. Oh shit, he might have been right. I'm sorry, Victoria. I spoke too early. I know, Richard. Bro, chill out, man. I was just trying to get my 14-year-old niece some props. That's not correct. I know. I'm reading, bro. I see. I think I see where I made the mistake. It's if you drink 24/7, you are. Relax. I'm reading. Mothers do not become born alcohol dependent. I just started celebrating when I read that from occasional maternal drinking, but they can be born with physical or neurological defects known as fetal alcohol spectrum disorders because there is no known safe amount or time to drink during pregnancy. Now, I'm going to say if mothers drink 24/7, if their mother drinks 24/7. Alcohol use in pregnancy has significant effects on the fetus and your baby. Dependence and addiction to alcohol in the mother also cause the fetus to become addicted. At birth, your baby's dependence on alcohol continues. He is right. Richard was right. I told you, Richard is a smart man. And I didn't have to look up NAS, Richard. Relax, bro. I'm gonna get to the bottom. I was just celebrating for my niece for a second, bro. Just damn, bro. Is that okay? Victoria, you were still right in my heart. Okay. Richard was wrong in my heart. Factually, he's right, but in my heart, you're always right. The mother's blood and the baby's blood are separate, but it says no. It says the child will be if they're like heavily. Look, let me show you. Apparently, I didn't know this was even a debated topic. I got to go. You guys have a great night. Later, Spicy. Alcohol use in pregnancy has significant effects on the fetus and your baby. Dependence and addiction to alcohol in the mother also cause the fetus to become addicted. At birth, your baby's dependence on alcohol continues. So, I mean, it does make sense if your body is so dependent, kind of like opiates, like where you can't go without getting sick, physically, violently sick, then piece spicy, then it makes sense that the baby will also be in that state because the baby is growing inside of you. I mean, that makes logical sense. It tracks, you know what I mean? Logically is what I'm saying. Um, but I think there was so replace the dopamine with something. Oh yeah, you cannot live with zero stimulation, guys. So the reason a lot of us have vices because we're not doing like healthy replacements. Do martial arts. I do that. When my rib is back and not broken, I'm curious how long it lasts. Because I was told the guy I knew had it basically for life. Damn, no, dependence for life? Ugh, shit, that would be fucking terrible. I don't know. That would be freaking terrible. How how long does I guess we could Google that. How long will the baby? How long will a baby be alcohol dependent if their mother drinks 24/7? At birth, your baby's dependence on alcohol continues, but since the alcohol is no longer available, your baby's central nervous system becomes overstimulated, causing the symptoms of withdrawal. Exactly. Alcohol withdrawal may begin within a few hours after a baby's birth, and symptoms may last up to 18 months. So a year and a half is what Basically, it sounds terrible enough to be dependent on alcohol. Correct. I agree, Victoria. I agree. It's eh, being dependent on anything sucks. Uh, except air, food is good, shelter, that's cool stuff. So, he might have just been a drunk low key, but he was born dependent. I'm curious. So apparently it says a year and a half if you just come straight out of the womb dependent. But you can't live with zero stimulation, right? So you got to either learn, like Victoria was saying, learn to draw. I mean, you got to have some kind of stimulation, martial arts, business, streaming. Actually, RPM can attest for this. When I first started streaming, the first 2 months, really, guys, I haven't even gambled for. I've been doing really good without. So let me make something very clear, guys. I haven't been gambling for a long. So yes, I had a gambling problem for like a couple of years before. Then I stopped. I haven't been gambling for months now, and it's only been like a week and a half that have been gambling again. So don't get me wrong. It's not like, oh, it's something down. But I do want to share it because I do need to be better about it. You were definitely doing RPM knows. I speak to RPM almost daily. I wasn't gambling for a long, long time. A long, long time. That's one thing that I will say having Emily around was really good for me for. I didn't gamble. And not because she didn't want me to, because I didn't want to when she was around. I don't know why. It's interesting. And that's interesting. So I guess when hmm, I replaced gambling with Emily, but I don't know which one's worse. Hmm, I guess I'll think about that later. But yeah, we're doing. I mean, water even could be bad if too much. Yeah, you could drown if you drink too much, but that's everything is in moderation. Mm, guys, the important thing is not to vilify people with vices or vices themselves. Is just to recognize why the vices happen, and then if you want to replace those vices, some vices are not, you know, you can live with certain vices your whole life and be okay, right? Um, but if it's controlling your life to the point where it's causing damage in your life, and it's like you feel like shit, like at the end of it, kind of like me when I gamble and lose, you should probably try to replace it with something more healthy. We live in a very special time where we generally trust tap water. Who trust? You trust tap water? My boy, how are you so smart? But for almost all of human history, drinking water was a real risk you inherited every day with disease and acid rain. Ever play Oregon Trail? Yeah, I played Oregon Trail. I ain't drink no tap water. I can tell you that for damn sure. Shit. Where your tap water coming from? This man said we could trust tap water. Richard, I'm starting to question your IQ. I always believed you were highly intelligent until you said we can trust tap water. I must be misunderstanding what you're saying. That must be a phrase. That's what you're saying. You're saying compared to before, right? Where you used to give you like the black plague. Okay, that's better. Okay, I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. The floor makes me very good. Okay, we're we're in the same. Yeah, it calcifies. It does really good calcifying the pineal gland. Oh, did you hear of the Ebola outbreak? I don't care, Victoria. Until Ebola is in my apartment complex chasing me, I don't care. Seriously. You know why, Victoria? Because let me tell you something. Don't drink the water in Flint, guys. All the stuff that you see on the news, every single part of it is designed to get a reaction from you. Good, bad, makes no difference. They just want your energy. They want your emotions. They want your feelings. They want you to care about what they're talking about. The only way to win, Victoria, is to not watch that crap. If it's serious enough where it's gonna affect your life, like, oh shoot, there's gonna be a tornado here, you'll know about it. Everybody's gonna be talking about it. Hey, there's nothing wrong with studying. There's nothing wrong with studying. I'm just saying, don't get freaked out by it. Don't. That's another thing. You're smart enough, like as long as you don't emotionally get attached to it, it's okay too. Some people like journalism and news because they like the writing of it. Writing the stories or doing the investigative work of it. That's different. I'm just talking. They want your consent. All right.
right. Maybe I miss it. So I'm don't explain things exactly right. How I'm trying to say them in my head a lot of times, Victoria. I know it's your first day watching my stream. Um, but you'll know it's usually I'm mis explaining what I'm trying to say. You explained it perfectly. Did I? The only thing you should monitor is the hantavirus. It's not huge, but definitely carries Victoria. Okay. When the hantavirus knocks on my door, I'm gonna monitor it until I hear of people that know people getting the hantavirus. And look, I know a lot of people, Victoria, and I know people who know way more people than me, right? I have a very good friend, Victoria, who's famous, right? He's a comedian. He's like famous. He knows people all over the world, Victoria. And people contact him. So like anytime there's these any kind of outbreak, any kind of anything that's going on in the world, literally people from all over the world will write to him and give him like, the ends, like the true information. No nobody he knows has gotten hantavirus. I mean, if it changes, I'll let you know. But what I'm saying is and the reason I bring that up is he gets a lot of like behind the scenes info and intel that we wouldn't know. You know what I mean? But he shares it with us and stuff. But I'm telling you, like that stuff, like the hantavirus, and it's okay to research it, Victoria. I'm not. Don't get upset with anything I'm saying. Any thoughts, any ideas, any opinions I'm sharing, don't get upset by them. Don't take them as fact. Don't say, "Oh, you said this, and you're an idiot for saying that." You know what I mean? I'm just sharing my opinions. I'm just logging my journal. This is just a place for me to talk my thoughts out, and share them with people. And but didn't multiple people already get it? Maybe, maybe. But who are they? Do you know them, Victoria? Where are they? Who the hell did it? In Wisconsin? I'm not going to Wisconsin. You know what I mean? Like, come on now. The RPM, it's hard to explain to somebody that's younger that's like, she wants to believe that like most humans are good is the problem, I think. Like in the news and like most people, it's not just Victoria, but most kids naturally they grow up believing, hey, the news wants to inform us. It's not like, well, it takes a while to get to the realization that like, yo, they're really trying to piss me off and get me fighting with my family. And it's like you say that like, yo, you're crazy. You're schizophrenic. Why you think the news is trying to get you to fight with your family? You must be an idiot. No, that's literally what the news wants you to do. Just so you know. And that's a fact in a roundabout way. Like that doesn't mean freaking the anchor on TV is like, I'm gonna get Dmitri and his sister to fight today. But what they're putting out, they know is gonna break families apart. They know it's gonna cause tension amongst people. They know this. They study this and they do this on purpose for control. Um, it is what it is. 100% right. Believe none of what you hear and half what you see. Trust, truest quote ever. Yep. Yep. Yeah. But Victoria, I love you. Thank you so. But 8 confirmed cases. I think maybe around 150 being monitored. 3 deaths. Okay, that's okay. Now look at these numbers, Victoria. How many people goes to your school? How many people are in your class? Either or. How many people in your school or in your class? I just want to give you an example of something. I forget it. You don't have to answer. That was another rhetorical question. I'm an idiot. Bottom line is there's probably 1,000 people in your school, right? How many schools are there in your county? These are just children now, remember. All these children have parents. Now, not all adults have kids. My point being that 100, 200 people, oh, it would be great to do a stream on critical thinking exercises. That's a good one. I might do that tomorrow.
Critical thinking, actually. That's a really good one. But that'll take some preparation, a couple of hours of preparation. That would really be a good one. I might do that tomorrow. I will do it tomorrow. Maybe you can give me some help, advice. All right, guys, I've been going way too long. I love you all so much. Victoria, I love you the most. Well, and Christian. You and Christian, I love the most. Um, but I love you all too. I'm off Rumble. I'm out. Love you all. Thank you so much. I'll be back tomorrow. And yeah, I'll talk to you about RPM. And Alondra, I'll text you when I get off. I know, but also it's scattered throughout the world, so it's not a huge worry. Just kind of cool to think about. That's cool. Yeah, great stream. Thank you. Thank you for being here. Peace out, Dimitri. Thank you, Richard. Thank you for being here. All right, I'll tell him good night. All right, I love you guys. Love you all. Bye.